Hey guys, I want to talk today real quick about the Winchester 1300. This is an old homestead favorite that's probably got purchased in the mid-90s, maybe even early 90s. One of the first guns we ever owned growing up, and it was heavily used. As you can see, it's definitely got some battle scars. And I want to talk about it because these Winchester 1300s are all over the market, and they are really cheap, and you can pick them up for really next to nothing because they are no longer in production. Winchester, does not make them, and in fact, Winchester, kind of went belly up. So, the Winchesters that are being made, not at the original plant in Connecticut. So, the Winchester 1300 is a really nice pump shotgun that is known for a very fast action speed. These, they call it the speed pump for a reason. It's very fast, very smooth, and a favorite of many shotgunners. And it really is a shame they stopped making it. It is fast because it uses a rotating bolt, similar to what you're going to see in like the AR-15, and it has locking lugs that interface with the chamber. So this thing locks up, kind of similarly to an AR-15, and when you pull the trigger, those lugs are released, the bolt rotates, and using inertia from the actual bullet, it actually helps you pump the slide. So, unlike a Mossberg 500, where you have to pull the trigger and then pull the slide back, this one here, you just need to put basically a slight rearward pressure on the slide, pull that trigger, and it will shoot back for you, and you just got to slam it forward. Very quick, very fast, very reliable. Now, the 1300s did have some issues, and not everybody loved them, but they are one of my absolute favorites because just how smooth and how quick the action is. Now, we're not going to do a review on this particular 1300. This is a field model because there's all different kinds of 1300s. There's home defense models, there's field models, turkey models, all different kinds. Same as what you see with the Mossberg 500 and the Remington 870. So I want to talk more about the platform in general as opposed to this individual shotgun. So you're going to see them in two different magazine tube lengths. One which is a 4+1, and I think the other one is a 6+1, depending on whether it's the home defense or the field models. And they're not interchangeable, unfortunately, easily at least, because there is a throat in there, and it can't be changed, without a lot of work. So it's really not interchangeable. The barrels, of course, are interchangeable, but you have to make sure that they utilize that same magazine tube length. There's all kinds of accessories available for these, from magazine tube extensions to stocks and forends and all that jazz, even, sights for them and everything. Your barrels, unfortunately, are going to be super expensive. They typically run between like $150 and $250. So if you do find one of these on the used market, make sure it has the barrel you want, because finding cheap ones isn't going to happen. So, as I said, this is kind of a well-loved and well-missed shotgun, known for, just that quick pump speed and how smooth it is. And they are just really good deals to find, because you're going to find these typically anywhere from like $150 to $300 on the used market. And lots of times you're going to find old beat up field models like this, which are just fantastic and still just run great after 20 years of abuse. So, with that said, guys, don't ignore these things when you see them on the gun racks. Pick them up and check them out. See how smooth that action is, and you might be won over and pick yourself one of these up for cheap for the homestead, because they're just a treat to shoot, and they are a great platform to practice speed shooting and working with your speed and rhythm and all that with a pump shotgun. So we'll give you a little demonstration on how this action works, which is really kind of cool actually. With a Mossberg 500 or Remington 870, you have to pull the trigger, then you can pull the slide back. This one here, like I said, it has that locking lug system, so pretty much you put a slight rearward pressure on your and this is of course empty and checked. Slight rearward pressure on your slide arm, pull your trigger, and it automatically comes back. You don't have to wait, you don't have to do anything. Basically just slide it forward. So if you have that slight pressure, this gun just reloads And guys, that's just me sitting here behind the camera. When you have this thing up on your shoulder and doing it for real, this thing is just lightning quick. And when you have bullets in it, that's where it really shines, because you don't understand how much of the actual pump is done for you just by the recoil of the rifle. I mean, you shoot it and that, you know, that slide is back before you even know it. It's really impressive. These things are easy to clean. They come apart real easy. You know, it is a shame that you know, you can't get inexpensive barrels for them, but they are pretty awesome finds and a great addition if you're willing to play around with an old used firearm, which I'm not. This one here, like I said, has served us well for 20 years and taken a lot of squirrels and birds and all that over the years. So it's really been just a fantastic gun for the homestead. Now that it's in my possession again, I'm going to shoot the hell out of this, because this is just an old favorite, a gun that I grew up with, and just really fantastic.